The impact and resulting fire killed everyone on board, except 61 survivors in the front section of Pan Am flight, resulting in 583 fatalities and one of the deadliest disasters in aviation history. Now, let's start off with American Airlines Flight 587 and get deadlier with every crash. The plane crashed following pilot error due to poor training, causing separation of vertical stabilizer and loss of control, leading to 265 fatalities and no survivors. The Boeing 747 was shot down by Soviet air forces after a navigation error by the pilots. This happened over the Sea of Japan and led to 269 fatalities and no survivors. The crash reason was an in-flight breakup due to bombing. It happened in Scotland and led to 270 fatalities and no survivors. The McDonnell Douglas DC-10 crashed very early on because of loss of control caused by engine detachment due to improper maintenance. On the 19th of February 2003, an Iranian military aircraft crashed into mountainous terrain near Kerman in Iran. The plane was flying from Seydan to Kerman when it crashed 35 kilometers southwest of Kerman. The aircraft was carrying members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guards, a special force that is independent from the Iranian army, on an unknown mission. Strong winds were reported in the region of the crash when the aircraft disappeared from radar screens. Approximately at the same time, villagers in the area described hearing a loud explosion. There were no survivors among the 275 occupants on board the aircraft. The crash remains the second deadliest crash on Iranian soil, behind Iran Air Flight 655. The Airbus A300 was shot down by a US missile cruiser. The actual reason is disputed. The Boeing 777-200ER operated by Malaysia Airlines was shot down by a surface-to-air missile while flying over eastern Ukraine. Everyone on board died. Just shortly after takeoff, some cargo caught fire. Although the pilots did manage to emergency land the plane, evacuation failed and all 301 occupants died from smoke. The Boeing 747 disintegrated mid-air on its route from Montreal to London at an altitude of 31,000 feet over the Atlantic Ocean as a result of the explosion from a bomb planted by terrorists. I also want to say that all of these clips are animated and not real, and if some of them are, censored in a way where it doesn't show any harm to be done. Now we arrived at the top 5 with Turkish Airlines Flight 981. The plane crashed due to a cargo door failure caused by an aircraft design flaw leading to explosive decompression, destruction of control systems and loss of control. It remained the deadliest single aircraft accident until the crash of Japan Airlines Flight 123 on the 12th of August 1985. On the 12th of November 1996, Saudi Arabia Flight 763 and Kazakhstan Airlines Flight 1907 collided. The crash killed all 349 people on board both planes, making it the world's deadliest mid-air collision and the deadliest aviation accident to occur in India. Now, the top 3. Japan Airlines Flight 123 crashed 12 minutes into the flight, following in-flight structural failure due to improper maintenance after a tail strike, leading to rapid decompression and loss of control systems. All 15 crew members and 505 out of 509 passengers died that day. United Airlines Flight 175 was a domestic passenger flight that was hijacked by 5 terrorists. On September 11, 2001, the Boeing 767-200 was deliberately crashed into the South Tower of World Trade Center in New York City, killing all 65 people aboard and an estimate of about 1,000 people in the building's impact zone. Approximately 30 minutes into the flight, the hijackers forcibly breached the cockpit and overpowered the captain and first officer. This allowed the hijackers, including a trained pilot, to take over the controls. About the same thing happened to American Airlines Flight 11, with the exception of crashing into the North Tower and killing an even higher estimate of about 1,700 people. Sadly, I can't go deeper into this and show more, because otherwise you probably wouldn't be able to see this video right now. May they all rest in peace.